Hey, welcome back to another episode of Cop Tool, the authority on power tools. I'm Aaron and this is Jay.
Hey.
And today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 tool innovations of 2017. And it was tough to come up with a list of just 10 because there's been a lot of great products this past year. But these are products that were available this past year to purchase, not necessarily just released and not available. So these
looking
are
at ones that actually are out there being used and getting feedback on. That's important.
So let's dive right into it. Let's go with number 10 here.
Number 10, so the pack out system. All right, so we're looking at tool storage, and it's not like tool storage is new. Interlocking systems have been around. We've got DeWalt and Rigid and Festool with the sustainers. But what really makes this different is they've really re-engineered from the ground up the toughness. The way everything's built is just, you could chuck it off a roof, it'd be, fine. Also, some of the different options that they made with the organizers, you got the smaller boxes, you got the soft storage, which is new. They really did a lot of just, improvements here.
Yeah, and these are going like hotcakes. People are ditching their old stuff and grabbing these because they're just so easy to use and so heavy duty. Awesome.
Yep.
All right, number 9.
We're going to talk about the DeWalt Flexible Chainsaw 16-inch bar. So what's new about this isn't that it's the first battery-powered, big chainsaw, but it's the first that's really on a tool platform. Really powerful replacement to gas chainsaw. It was tough. Makita has a 14-inch. It's also,
it's
great technology. It's got the 2 batteries.
We did a video on that.
Yes, we did. Yeah. And so it's tough, but 16-inch. It's got a little more capacity. They're both great, but I mean, just battery chainsaws are just really going to replace gas. I think it's a big jump forward.
Definitely in the top 10 innovations for sure. Number 8, we have this Makita track saw.
The Makita track saw. Number 8, we were at the media event that they had, and they showed this. They showed the miter saw and some other stuff. Track saws haven't been wildly popular in the U.S. I think 2017 is kind of the year of the track saw. This model came out cordless, flexible. Offered one a little later. But just the popularity of track saw and just understanding the capabilities and what you can do, the precision and the accuracy. People now are like looking at the cordless thing and saying, okay, I'm gonna get a track saw. So I think this has been, big innovation, but track saws in general just been underappreciated. So now I feel like they're really,
And the fact that it's cordless and it's in the Makita universe.
Yeah,
it's going to make it real accessible for people because they already have the batteries or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if you already have the batteries and you're just buying the bare unit, the price point is pretty good. It's in line with the other track saws. So we love track saws. There's a lot more stuff you can, just precision. It's just great.
It's totally awesome. Great. All right, great. All right, number 7 is the Milwaukee red lithium USB lighting system. Milwaukee here, they got quite a few interesting innovations this year. But
they've really been going like why. They had a lot of different categories they were hitting in. Lighting is another thing. It's like there's tons of LED lights. Everyone's adding more lumens and doing longer run times. But what they did that I thought was really great is this battery. So they've basically made a new battery platform. So they've gotten 3, lights out on this, but I think this is what's gonna make some big differences. They're talking about a lot of they call it lifestyle products. So I don't know what all can be involved there, but music and heated gear and it could be tools, it could be measuring things or whatever.
Electric blankets.
Electric blankets.
You never
exactly.
Know. Football fans like
this. There's just a lot of cool things. I mean, you can charge on the tool. They make a charger as well just for that thing. So where you can, instead of having a lot of those little flashlights that are USB chargers, it's like built in. You can charge it, but then if it dies, you're stuck. So these you can actually have 2 or 3 of those replacement batteries, and then you're never down.
Yeah.
So I mean, just really kind of looking at the whole battery it's like they launched a whole new battery platform, but it was very secretive about it. It was like, oh, just some flashlights, but we know what they're up to.
But there's something else
We
going
know what
on
you're
there.
up to.
That's right. We were on to you, Milwaukee. All right, number 6, Jay, talk about this beast.
So Diamond Products launched this very beginning of the year. Silica was like the big hot topic. A lot of the silica stuff that we saw this year have been around. You know, the little shrouds and the vacs and all that stuff. I think moving forward, we're going to see tools just built, designed, integrated with dust collection.
Yep.
This is a good example with the shoe. I mean, it just sucks up all the dust. It's like you can't see it. You know, in testing, it's like gone.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of, you know, electric concrete cutting has just always been underpowered. It seems like they could never figure out how to get the right amount of power. If you push too hard, this light comes on, which is really nice. I mean, just the motor itself, they really did a nice job, but I think with the dust collection piece, this is the way tools are going to be designed moving forward. They're going to think, okay, how can we, you know, ground up, collect all the dust?
Yeah.
And we want no concrete dust anywhere.
Yeah.
We're not going to build stuff and say, oh, it's for outdoor use and whatever. It's going to be, we're going to collect all the dust.
Right. Innovations that have to do with the government regulations are definitely going to be more and more of a thing right from the get-go.
You think?
You think? Yeah.
You would think. You would think they would say, oh, there's a big regulation coming and it'll save people's lives. Let's like work on that 2 or 3 years ahead of time. Maybe not.
Maybe not so
Maybe
much.
we'll just wait till it's a year later and we'll work on it.
But these guys they're on the train.
On the ball.
They're on the ball.
And I mean, just getting the full capacity, the depth. I mean, there's grinders and there's, you know, 7-inch and 9-inch options, but this is 14 inches. I mean, you can really go deep, go through a basement floor with that. So.
All right, the Diamond Saw, number 6. Let's go to number 5, the Milwaukee Heat Gun.
So this is one of those things that you're like, why didn't somebody figure this out 5 years ago?
Right.
It is so common to need a heat gun for a lot of different applications. It's not one of those things that you would use all day long.
Right.
But I mean, it's a heat gun. Everyone's got one in their van and they've got one in the shop, and it's a lot of times, a lot of the applications are kind of like small, little, quick.
Yeah. Shrink
one-off
tubing,
things.
whatever. Yeah.
Like fix PEX things or
Yeah.
do the wires. A lot of automotive applications, and you don't want a wire going everywhere. If you're on a job with no power, it's like, what are you gonna lug out a generator and then do that whole thing? Just for a heat gun, it's silly. So this is just like super, like, duh. Like,
Yeah.
Why didn't they? Where is this? And why is this the first time we've seen this? You know, we were looking at some comparisons. It's 875 degrees and, you know, 6 CFM, which is normally they're like 1,000 and like 15 or something.
Yeah.
So it's a little less power, but it, like everything that we've seen, it can
handle
do
just
all
about
that
everything.
Stuff. So
yeah.
Really cool. I think there'll be, you know, one of these on every job site.
And I'm sure everybody else.
Oh
will
yeah,
follow
there'll
suit
be
now.
be every different color.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. So, all right, there you go. Number 5. Let's go. Number 4.
Number 4 is the Metabo 36-volt 9-inch angle grinder. The version we like the best is the 18-volt ×2, so you can use 2 18-volt batteries.
Makes
you get
total sense, right?
36 volts of power, 9 inches. This thing is a beast. It'll do anything your corded 9-inch grinder will do. It's got great run time. Lot of applications for it, and metal cutting, but also concrete. You can get shrouds for it, hook it to a vac. It's just like the first time we've seen anything with this much power in a cordless tool, and hopefully we'll see them use that motor and some other stuff because it is just a beast.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, it's really, it's impressive.
Okay, we're down to number 3. We're getting close to the end here, Jay. We got the Makita 18-volt trim router.
Right. So this was also launched at their media event. It has been very popular.
Super cool. Yeah.
just as much power as their corded. Good run time with like even a 5 amp. Just a lot of power. Works with all the existing attachments. So this is the plunge base. And then this is the glide that goes in the track saw. So you could use, it all works together.
All works together. Yep.
But it's just like another one of those. Why? Where has this been?
Right.
Like, why didn't somebody who's serious about woodworking do this, years ago?
Yeah.
But Makita's got it. So that it's been awesome. We've used it a lot already. It's just been a great one.
Yep. All right, number 2, the Milwaukee SwitchPack drain cleaner. We did a video on this with one of their reps.
Yep.
And this stuff is just really, really cool.
This is, they're really going after drain cleaning. But this is just like, everything about this is new. First time anyone's had like a cordless solution in this category, but they really just redid the whole thing. The interchangeability, you can go to any size cable you want. You can put 2 cables together, so you can get from 50 feet to 100 feet. The battery or the pack that separates, so you could, carry 2 things up and down. You get tougher spots. If you had 100 feet of cable, you'd have 2 things, two of the drums that you can carry, and then you have this on your back. There's just a lot of innovation here. I think it's gonna take some time for people to really like get it. It's not like, oh, I'll just replace my whatever drain cleaner. It's like you've got to learn new stuff. So I think it's gonna be one of those slow ramp ups where, by the end of next year, maybe you'll see this all over the place. But people are really kind of like, skeptical. Like, oh, you want me to put a backpack on?
Yeah, but if you watch it work,
it's
amazing.
These are out there. We've seen people using them. The feedback has been really good. So I think this is definitely a big innovation for 2017. And so,
cool.
Yep, that's
all right. Numero uno.
Numero uno.
The big, most innovative tool of 2017.
It's that yellow thing over there.
Yeah. All right.
FlexVolt 2.5 gallon air compressor. So, unlike the Milwaukee SwitchPack we just looked at, this isn't hard to understand. You've got it. You're like,
it's an air compressor,
air compressor
right,
and a battery, and kind of seems like an oxymoron. You're talking, why in the world would I get out an air compressor, put a battery on it, run hose, and use an air nailer? But I think there's a lot. You just got to think about the millions.
All the things you can do with an air compressor.
With an air compressor that aren't just for that. But think about all the millions of air compressors, the finish nailers that are out there. People have invested a lot of money in them.
Right.
And so they still have to use a compressor with all of those tools. And, air finish nailers are, the battery ones are a little heavier, a little clunkier, whatever. People are used to using their tools, so this just replaces the compressor, and it makes it so much easier. If you have to go in and do some finish work, this is just nice. You don't have to lug it. It's just super easy. It's very light. They just did a lot of really great things here. Putting a 9 amp FlexVolt on it just makes it good run time, and it just does everything you want a small air compressor to do, and it's great.
There you go. Number 1.
So that's it.
That's it. Our top 10 most innovative tools of 2017. Make sure you leave us a comment about what you think was the most innovative tool of 2017, if we got it right or if we got it wrong. And be sure to like and subscribe. Head over to koptool.com for the rest of the story. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.